Yes, Lester Nyaringo here. Actually, this is what I've discovered. Whatever we see in politics is not what we get. What most of our leaders say is not what is embedded in their hearts. What they tell the general public is not actually what is in their conviction and intent. For the last almost 15 years, when I started, playing or rather understanding the political dynamics of our country, Kenya, I have had the dalliance with several leaders, several key leaders, some very closely and some from a distance. But the man who actually touched my psyche is Raila Amolo Odinga. From CORD to NASA, then finally to Azimio, I was so glad to have had a very strong link. And I can say attachment because I really admired the politics of Raila Odinga. I went through, his record, having been detained for 9 good years. I felt like this man, there is no way you can be detained for 9 years just because of your conviction without a conscience or without having a strong conscience on the ideals you stand for. Then I reached a point of comparing Raila Odinga to Nelson Mandela, and I believed in the man. And I looked at the man. When I met him, I discovered a very humble human being. My first closeness with Raila Odinga was in 2016 in Philadelphia during the convention of Hillary Clinton. That was a convention held in Pennsylvania, the city of Philadelphia, which brought together Democrats to give a go-ahead for Hillary to fight for presidency. We had a very good, interaction. A few friends were there. Sal Malone, the communication advisor of Raila Odinga when he was prime minister. And Sal Malone is still in the United States, a very vibrant human being who worked with the United Nations. He held my hand. Actually, he's the one who introduced me to Raila Odinga. And the Raila Odinga is a very receptive human being, very humble, down to earth. You can eat with Raila, you can laugh. And I liked the man. But hapo mbele nilikuwa nimempenda because of the history, because of his selfless nature and working so hard and suffering to emancipate the Kenyan nation, to fight for the second liberation. During that meeting in Philadelphia, then there is a few politicians who came from Kenya. Martha Karua was there. Even Johnson Sakaja was there. And Musalia Mudavadi was there. And that's when we discussed the formation of NASA. In fact, I participated in the formation of NASA. And I remember Martha Karua telling us that 2017 is going to be a repeat of the rainbow movement of 2002, which catalyzed Mzee Mwai Kibaki, the late presidency. And I agreed with Martha Karua. She was also there in Philadelphia. Then we discussed what has to be done. Nini itafanyika. Then that is Musalia Mudavadi, Martha Karua, myself, Raila Odinga, Sal Malone, Johnson Sakaja, because he was on the other side of Jubilee. He didn't join us. In fact, we were in the same hotel. We were meeting in the same hotel. So, and several other